Hey guys, Megan with another YouTube video, and as you can see we still got a whole 186 minutes for part 3 to upload, and then part 1 only has 26 minutes remaining. So I've basically finished recording the disassembly of the entire MOC, the instructions for the entire MOC, and then I guarantee I'll probably hit the assembly stage for everything and still beat the uploading of this video, even though most of them have taken 8 minutes long to 17 minutes to 8 minutes long. I believe one of them was 10 minutes long. I think the last one I did was only like 3 minutes long. And I'm still beating most of these to finish thing uploading, basically. So we're going to go ahead and turn off the screen because last time I recorded it kind of gotten a little light interference from it. And we're going to go ahead and start off with the base of the pistol grip of the lower receiver and work our way up into the mechanisms and everything that is in the actual receiver. So you're going to want to start with a 4x4 plate, a 3x2 inverted slope piece that comes down like so, and you're going to put one there and then one right beside it, a 1x4 to fit right in there, another 1x4 to fit right in there, a 2x2 slope piece like so to fit there, and then another 2x2 slope piece to fit right there. So that goes like there. By the way, you will need quite a few of these pieces, and they are opposites, the inverted pieces, obviously. Then a 2x2 piece, or 2x4 piece, 1x4 piece, 2x4, 1x4, a 1x4 with 2 studs missing off the back, 2x3, 2x3, 2x4, 1x4, inverted slope pieces going upwards, like so. And then the 3 layers here, if you want to replace it with the inverted part of this, you can, but it's just easier for most people to do it this way. You're going to then take 4 of these pieces, or 2 of the bigger parts, and put them on the back here. Like so. So you have kind of the start of the pistol grip working. Then a 2x4, 1x4, another 1x4, and then another 1x4. A 1x4, 2x3, 2x3, 2x4, 1x4, shit, I don't want that to happen. 1x4, hopefully I don't mess up on that part. Inverted slope piece, inverted slope piece. Again, you can replace these 3 layers with the opposite inverted part of these, but I don't have any of those, so it's just easier to do it this way. You're going to then want to take more of these slope pieces and set them up on the sides. Oops, that one's backwards. So that they slope up like so. Then a 2x4 going that way. Another 2x4 going that way. A 1x1. And then another 1x1, just like so. And then set that off to the side. You're going to build 2 of these. It's just a 1x4 and then 2 1x1 stacked up on top of it. Like I said, you're going to build 2 of them. Set those off to the side. You're going to then build one of these, which you start with a 2x3. Put a 2x3 on the side. Put another 2x3 on that side. Put a 1x4 on top. And a 2x4 on top. And you get kind of this L or mushroom looking piece, kind of. And I'm going to take that, and you're going to take one of these pieces that you just built, and simply build it up like so, and take the other piece and build it up like so that you have a notch running down the middle. You're going to then take your pistol grip and you're going to put it on the front here so that you have this long notch running down the front, 4 layers high notch running down the front. Then you're going to finish off the back here with the slope bricks, and you've basically finished all of your pistol grip. Oops. So there you go. There you have it. That's your finished pistol grip basically. And we're going to go ahead and move on into making the trigger guard, which slides down right into that piece. Now then, I do have to disassemble the trigger guard. I wanted to build some of these pieces before I disassembled the others because I was afraid that I would forget basically how to rebuild it. And that's an issue because this is one of my favorite MOCs that I've ever built. Obviously, I'm on the Mark IV version of the PDW, which means I've had a lot of time invested into it, and it's just one of my favorite MOCs, so I obviously don't want to forget how to build it, or anything of that sort. So I'm just working on getting the pistol grip broken down, or the trigger guard I should say. We're going to start with the bottom and work our way up. So you're going to want a 2x2 and another 2x2, and you're going to offset them like so. You're going to then want a 2x4 to go on the bottom one, and a 2x3 to put those two together. Then put a 2x4. Then you want to take your 2x3 piece and put that like so. This 2x4 goes in the middle. Then a piece there, and one of these pieces with the little clips right there. Inverted slope brick right there. Oh wait, no, inverted slope brick does not go there. Sorry. Got ahead of myself a little bit. And then you're going to take 2 of these pieces and 1 of these pieces, and 1 goes on bottom and 1 goes on top. It doesn't really matter as long as there's spacers. And then this piece goes right there, and your inverted slope piece actually goes right there. So that's your trigger guard finished, and your trigger guard simply slides down in this little notch right here. If I can get it to squeeze down. Like I said, it simply slides right down like so. So just like that, you have your trigger guard and your basic pistol grip made. So we're going to make the magwell, and we're going to make the trigger assembly up here on top. So this is going to be our base startup, and yeah. So we're going to need a 1x4 flat piece with studs, a 2x2 to go there, and then another 2x2 to go there, a 1x6 here, 2x3 there, 1x6 there, and that basically just locks down our trigger guard so it can't move out of its little slot anymore. A 2x4 block, another 2x4 block, and then you're going to take it and you're going to want these circle pieces to go inside of here, and you're going to want to fill up the entire middle portion here. I don't have an extra one, so I can't fill up this portion, but you do want 4 of them to all go together. You can get by with just using 2, but I'd prefer you guys to fill it all up with 4. Then your actual trigger assembly itself is a pretty simple trigger. Let me go ahead and break it down for you guys. So you're going to need a spacer piece, and basically all a spacer is all this spacer is 2 of these pieces, 1 on this end with 1 of these pieces and 1 of these. There's actually quite a different few combinations of these that you can do. I just so happen to have these pieces, so I just so happen to make this one. You're going to need 2 of these pieces, and yes, it has to be these pieces. Set those off to the side. And then the actual trigger itself is pretty simple. It's a Technic rod axle that's 4 studs long, The trigger is set directly in the middle with 2 half spacers on it, and it's got a connector piece into the curve and just a simple little Technic piece that comes down. So that's just a pretty simple thing. So once you get this built, you're going to put it in the back section of the tube. You're going to then want to take your spacer and then put it in front. And basically what this does is it keeps and prevents the trigger from going too far forward when you put the rubber band on it. And then you're going to finish it off with this piece on this side. So once you get this built, you can go ahead and set it into the opening that is formed by the 1x6s, so that it looks something like this on the top. And obviously you should be able to move your trigger back and forth. And don't worry about rubber band power just yet. We will get there quite shortly. So continuing on, you need a 1x2 and another 1x2. And on those 1x2s, you're going to take a 2x4 and you're going to take it and set it up underneath, like so that it forms a shape like that. And here's where the rubber band power comes into play. I have a circle piece, like so, with one of the ball pieces for rubber bands, and it looks something like that. And I just stick it into here, and it looks sort of like this. Then you're going to take a rubber band, and this is kind of tricky to do. So if you have to take off this piece that you just put on, and your rubber band comes in up the back of the trigger, and then it wraps forward. I just put it on the side like that to keep it in place. Yeah, I can't do that. No, shit. Fuck. Kind of a little difficult to do, but once it works, it pays off really well. So just hold the rubber band, put the 2x4 back into place. The little rubber band holder piece goes on the side right there, and then you just kind of let your rubber band do the work and wrap around it. So now there's tension on your trigger from this rubber band in the front, and it should reset now. Okay, and then just finish off this side like so. And then you're going to want to take this inverted slope piece and put it, well, alright, we'll wait on that. Take this inverted slope piece, take 2 of these L brackets. You're going to want to make a shape that looks like this. And then once you do that, it simply goes right there. And then up on top here, you would take this piece that you just took out and use it to tighten up this inverted slope piece, like so. So now then you have a full loop in your trigger guard, and you have your working trigger that resets. And then the circle here is for the ambidextrous fire selectors and whatnot. And then the 2 L brackets here are actually for your magwell. So speaking of magwells, you're going to need 2 1x8 pieces that go like so. Crap. So some of the pieces obviously got mixed up together, and I've figured out what went wrong. So, simple fix, this 2x1 goes right there. Cap that with a 2x4 brick. Okay, yeah. And then a 1x6 up on top, a 1x4 across, 1x6 to finish off that side, and then a 1x2 to finish